Hello everybody, welcome to Amar's Game Chat. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I am Amar, and today we got some pretty big news from Nintendo, especially just mainly as you all can see on the screen in regards to the Splatoon Raiders release date. You can see it says from this Nintendo Today notification, Splatoon Raiders release date confirmed, so they confirmed the release date. But yeah, I wanted to make a video just talking about it, watching the trailer, because it released around 12 hours ago, so I was able to avoid watching most of it. I did see the release date and I did see the amiibos, so I know about those. But besides that, I don't really know what the game is really about, or what they showed off in the trailer, so I'm very excited about that. But before we get into that, I also just wanted to mention, since I didn't make a video on it, Rhythm Heaven Groove did get a release date just a couple weeks ago. It is releasing on July 2nd, 2026, so that's pretty awesome. I would have made a video on it, but largely what they showed off for it was, let me lower the volume a little bit, but what they showed off for it was just a mini game. So it wasn't like too much to watch and too much to react to outside of the release date. Obviously, we got this really cool key art here with a bunch of the characters we're going to find in the game, which is going to be awesome. But it looks very awesome. I'm very excited to play it on July 2nd. But today's video is obviously focused on Splatoon Raiders, and right here we have the trailer. We also, I guess we can see in the corner, Splatoon Raiders is $50, which is also really awesome and really cool. So we'll talk about that for a little bit here, but let's watch the trailer and then let's talk about the trailer a little bit, talk about some of the news that came out after the trailer. And yeah, I'm very excited for Splatoon Raiders. I didn't record a video reacting to the original reveal trailer all the way back on June 10th, I believe, of last year. So it's been nearly a year, or like 10 months since we last saw the game. So I'm very excited to watch the trailer, but let's get right into it. E10 is right, E10. That's like a boat. They built a boat. Okay, so obviously the game focused on Deep Cut, which is awesome. So Fry, Big Man. That's us, I'm assuming, which is awesome. It's kind of starting like the first trailer we got for Splatoon 3, which is pretty cool, where they're focusing on like the character creation. That's pretty cool hairstyle. Pretty cool hairstyles. You have like a hairstyle with like a hanger in it, which is awesome. That hairstyle had component cables. That has a rubber ducky on it. Color the eyes. It's really cool. It's really cool. A single player focused Splatoon game. So focused. So I'm assuming there is some sort of multiplayer component with it, which is awesome. That'd be cool. But single player, which is awesome. It's like a story like a expansion of like what we get with the story modes for Splatoon, which is really cool. See the Salmonites. The Salmonites. I like the music as always with these Splatoon games. Alright, this actually looks really cool. I mean, I'm assuming with it being Salmonites, it's probably gonna focus on like Salmon Run. There's a map. There's a map. It's like the map's like building while you're... Yep, the map is building while you're playing. That's awesome. That's really cool. So yeah, I'm assuming it's like a much more expanded version of Salmon Run, like a single player version of Salmon Run, which is awesome. Collectibles with the statues right there. Hideout, ship construction. Here's some cool weapons. Big Fry. Fry was dancing. Not Big Fry. Big Man and Fry were dancing. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming it has Salmon Run influence, but it's also similar to like what we see in the single player and everything, which is in like the normal Splatoon games. And I'm guessing it's gonna have like some sort of connection to maybe side order, which would be pretty cool as well. Or like play similar, like maybe there's like roguelike levels, which is pretty cool. Big Man. Oh, and you can actually like interact, and they all have like their own abilities that you can like interact with them with. That's awesome. That's really cool. Splatoon, and there's the date, July 23rd, 2026. A single player focused Splatoon game. That looked awesome. It looked really cool. And then we got the amiibos, which is also very awesome. I saw all these amiibos, but yeah, that looked really good. I mean, it kind of confirmed a lot of what we thought this game would be like once the once it was revealed last year, and like once they said it was like a single player focused game and everything. But it is focused seemingly on I'm assuming Salmon Run to a certain extent. Like we're seeing a couple of the Salmon Run bosses here, um, which is really cool. And then obviously, I'm assuming it's like an expanded version. Well, Salmon Run is like it can have single player and everything. Like it's like a single player story focused on Salmon Run, which is really cool. And then obviously we get an expansion to the like story with Deep Cut, which is pretty cool as well. They won't be like I guess they were kind of like at the beginning of the story mode in Splatoon 3, like they were like the villains. I'm assuming they're gonna be with us and try to figure out like what's going on here, which is really cool. But that was a very cool trailer. I did pull up the little article right here that they posted on Nintendo, Nintendo website. In the description, it says splat scores of enemies with colored ink and go treasure hunting in Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player focused game. Play as a mechanic working with Deep Cut, a trio of squash-buckling musicians, and venture out into the mysterious Satellite Islands. Customize your appearance, equip mechanical gadgets and ink-splattering weapons, and take on hordes of aggressive sea creatures called salmonids in search of treasure. So there's definitely gonna be a lot of collectibles, I'm assuming, which is awesome. And then we have the article here. This is largely what I believe everything said. And then we have the website here, like the actual store page, which is really cool. You're gonna see I already pre-ordered it, and that's why I knew the release date. But in this single-player focused adventure, play as a mechanic working with Deep Cut, a trio of squash-buckling musicians, and venture out into the Sephiroth Islands. So we read all that, but they also include a section here that says it's not just out there though. It's not you just out there though. One member of Deep Cut will raid alongside you in a powerful bot. You can also join up to 3 other players online and local wireless, which is really cool. So they're also adding like multiplayer capabilities, with it, especially like local multiplayer capabilities, which is cool. I'm assuming it's not split screen, because I'm assuming that'd be kind of hard in terms of, I think that's probably gonna make the game lag a little bit because there's 4 different screens running like a bunch of different enemies at the same time. They have stars, so I'm assuming they clarify. I was probably at the bottom. They clarify it. Additional game systems required. So I think that definitely does mean that it is. It's gonna be like game share, I'm assuming, or like you just play like local wireless with like everybody else has to have the game and a system they can all play, which is really cool. And then we have Nintendo Switch Online requirements for online play, which is really cool. I mean, that's like normal for all the Switch games, which is really I'm very excited. It has online multiplayer and local multiplayer, so they're still keeping a little bit of the multiplayerness of Splatoon in this game. But it looks really cool. We see again big Deep Cut there, which is awesome. We see our player character there, but we see our character with the trainers. But that looks really cool. I'm very excited for that. Again, I already have it pre-ordered. I also have the amiibos pre-ordered. Everything went up, I think, around like 2 or 3 hours after the announcement, which I love these Nintendo Today announcements because they always go up like 15 minutes earlier on the app. So like there's a little bit of like a preparation period for like when everybody else is gonna see like the new trailer or like the new announcement. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm very excited for Splatoon Raiders. I'm not sure there's an easy way for me to pull up the original trailer, so I won't even try. But it looks really cool. I'm very excited for it. Yeah, I'm very excited. This is just, again, we got our whole July lineup now with Rhythm Heaven. Well, presumably we have our whole July lineup now with Rhythm Heaven and Splatoon Raiders. That's very awesome. We don't have anything in June yet. There is obviously the rumor of Star Fox, like a Star Fox game being revealed in the next coming days. That's going to release in June. So that'd be pretty awesome if that's true. But we already have a pretty cool summer laid out already with just the July lineup. So I'm very excited to play these games in July. But that is all I have for you all today. I do still plan on making the Pokemon Winds and Waves discussion video. I'm very excited for that game. I think we're probably gonna see it kind of soonish, maybe in the next couple months. So I want to make a video at least before then. But I also want to get that video out. Probably before, at least, before the end of this month in April. So I just want to talk about, I'm very excited again for Pokemon Winds and Waves. Just talk about that for a little bit, but that is all I have for you all today. Splatoon Raiders release date announcement. It looks really awesome. I'm very excited for it. But without further ado, I hope you all do remember to do. I hope you always all remember to do makes you happy, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Splatoon Raiders release date confirmed.